Right now, we continue waiting to see when former President Trump will land back here in Florida following the arrest and unsealing of the former president's indictment.
And this all comes about 5 hours after the former president was arrested in New York, then arraigned in a Manhattan criminal court.
So this is a live look now at Mar-a-Lago, where Donald Trump is expected to return home, and he's expected to address the public around 8:15 tonight.
And that's supposed to come about 6 hours in after the former president was processed, making his first appearance, where, again, he heard the 34 felony charges that he's facing for the first time formally.
And these are now detailed in the unsealed indictment that Fox 4 anchor Shari Armstrong has spent the day breaking it down for us. Good evening, Shari.
Good evening, Nadine and Chris. In those documents from the Manhattan DA's office, each of those 34 felony charges, the DA says, are tied to individual Trump Organization business records from 2017. The indictment says this was all to impact the 2016 election. It accuses Trump and his team of participating in what's called a catch and kill scheme. That's a scheme to buy and suppress information in an effort to prevent it from getting leaked. The state attorney says less than 2 weeks before the 2016 election, Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, paid $130,000 to adult film star Stormy Daniels as hush money, and prosecutors say checks were cut monthly, some from Donald Trump's own bank account to Cohen disguised as attorney payments. And he says that is a violation of New York law.
Why did Donald Trump repeatedly make these false statements? The evidence will show that he did so to cover up crimes relating to the 2016 election.
Now, one of Trump's attorneys says the former president is upset and frustrated after today's arraignment and claims this whole case is politically motivated.
The district attorney has turned what is actually a completely political issue into a political prosecution, and it's not a good day.
Did not hear from the former president as he left Trump Tower and before and after his arraignment. But as Nadine and Chris have said, we are expecting to hear from the president this evening from Mar-a-Lago. And Fox News correspondent Alexis McAdams reports security was tight all across Manhattan as the proceedings got underway.
It was a historic moment in that Manhattan courtroom behind me as the former president, Donald Trump, pled not guilty in this criminal probe. On Tuesday, Donald Trump, now formally the first former president to ever be charged with a crime. In front of a New York City judge, he pled not guilty to more than 30 counts of business fraud-related charges. They stem from an investigation by District Attorney Alvin Bragg into alleged hush money payments made ahead of the 2016 election.
Under New York state law, it is a felony to falsify business records with intent to defraud and an intent to conceal another crime. That is exactly what this case is about. 34 false statements made to cover up other crimes.
The Secret Service joined the former president as he made his way from Trump Tower to that Manhattan criminal courthouse. Trump was processed and fingerprinted before he was escorted to that courtroom, where he learned of the charges against him. Outside, police, media, and demonstrators gathered near that building. Trump supporters labeling the case a witch hunt.
An indictment on a former president and a presidential, candidate is just a sad day in our country.
If convicted, Trump could still run for president in 2024, though some say prosecutors face an uphill legal battle.
He's trying to dress it up into a felony by invoking federal law that he doesn't have any jurisdiction to prosecute. And that's how we land in court.
Now, former President Donald Trump heads back to Mar-a-Lago, where he's expected to address this indictment. Reporting in New York City, I'm Alexis McAdams, Fox News.
And we are giving you a live look, as we were just telling you, that Donald Trump traveled back from New York City. He has just landed, as you see here, at the West Palm Beach Airport, ahead of what we are expecting, which is to hear from him tonight at 8:15 from Mar-a-Lago. We're expecting a public address. Again, that was the former president landing back here in Florida following his arraignment in Manhattan in New York City. And we will be carrying that address tonight on our streaming and digital platforms. We expect that address again around 8:15 after we're waiting to get updates in regards to that, but we expect that it's going to take place around 8:15. Our Caitlin Knapp will be monitoring this, and she will bring you the latest here on Fox 4 News at 10. For now, in the studio, Shari Armstrong, Fox 4.